Hello. My name is John Strand, 34108. I am the creative director of America's Frontline Doctors. I'm a Republican precinct committeeman here in Naples and a candidate for Congress in Florida's 19th district. I'm also a Christian, an uncle, and a man who has learned a very painful lesson about what it costs to tell the truth when political agendas strike. I'm here today for a very simple reason. Boundaries matter. Morality matters. And we have to draw the line. Because once a community stops defending its moral boundaries, everything else begins to erode. Let me start with a truth that used to be so obvious it never had to be said. Sex is private and for adults only. That principle built strong families. It protected children. It allowed free people with very different lives to share the same public square in peace. So what changed? Well, certainly not human nature. What has changed is the language. Pride has been redefined. Tolerance has been weaponized. And inclusion is now used to pressure communities into accepting what no decent society ever would: the public sexualization of culture, especially around children. I've lived in Los Angeles and New York City. I've worked as an actor and model with many homosexual friends and colleagues. But this is not about private conduct. It never was. This is about public behavior, public spaces, and public standards. Strip away the propaganda and be honest about what pride is. It is an explicitly sexual enterprise based on promoting an assortment of sexual preferences. And they push performances designed to blur adult boundaries in places where families and children are present. If we described that accurately, without the slogans, no euphemisms, this wouldn't even be a debate. No parent consents to that, no community benefits from it, and no city is obligated to tolerate it. Naples does not exist to validate every lifestyle. Naples is the crown jewel of Southwest Florida, and it exists to protect families, uphold decency, and maintain a public square where children are not the collateral damage of adult ideologies. Which brings me to the lawsuit. You are being told that rejecting the pride sexualization movement is somehow unconstitutional, that protecting children is discrimination, that moral standards equal hatred. This is a lie. The issue of rejecting and banning pride from our public domain has nothing to do with free speech. We already have laws against inappropriate conduct in public, as have been mentioned. We already recognize that free speech is not a license for sexual grooming in public spaces. And we already understand that children have rights too, including the right not to be exposed to sexual content before they are ready to process it. The very fact that Pride in their marketing emails, which I get, tries to argue they are family-friendly and denies that they're sexualizing children shows you just how dishonest and destructive they really are. The whole point of Pride is normalizing unconventional sexuality. That's the premise. So here's my encouragement to you, council members. Don't just hold the line, name the line. Declare without apology that Naples is a sanctuary city for decency. A city where families come first, children are protected, sex stays private, and public spaces remain appropriate for all ages. That's not extremism, that's civilization. The Bible tells us that when foundations are destroyed, the righteous must ask what can be done. The answer is simple: rebuild the foundations. You were not elected to surrender to activist pressure or legal intimidation. You were elected to represent the people who live here, raise families here, and expect their city to reflect timeless truths, not radical political warfare. If Naples draws the line here, other cities will find the courage to defend decency. But if we fold, the pressure will only increase. Hold the line. Protect the innocent. And stand with God as we defend liberty and morality here in the free state of Florida and these United States of America. Thank you very much, Council.
Thank you.